Man, it's hot down here in Florida today. Had to bust out my fan. Luckily, we make a lot of profits on this channel, so we can use money as a fan. And if you're following this channel, you're making money too. You're taking ridiculous gains if you're following this channel. If you're following the trades on this channel, you're making ridiculous gains. That I can assure you. We took over $1,000 just on BitGet alone yesterday. I also had another account where we took gains. I think it was like 500, something like that. We're already in another trade right now that's over $500 profitable. We'll show it to you. Everybody probably knows what the trade is. Lock your answers in the comments section. First and foremost, what type of trade am I in? Okay. What type of trade am I in? Do you have any altcoins that you want me to do TA on? Let's see if this is not copyrighted. We will see at the end of this stream. I got some supposedly non-copyrighted music. We'll play it. Let everybody know what time it is. Welcome yet again to the Wolfer Power Hour. I'm your host, Drew Wolfer, DW. Giving you the levels, man. Giving you the trades. My friends, if you have something you want me to look at, drop it in the comments section. If you haven't been watching me over these past 6 weeks, take $3,200 and turn it into over 20K. I don't know what you've been doing, man. We've been doing this since Christmas. All right. It's been a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I can't tell you, but Ray Schrummerd can tell you. Literally, every day we do this. We do this every day, right? And the one thing that I can tell you as well, all these other YouTubers that you're watching, they were on the opposite side of this. They were on the opposite end of this, telling everybody everything was about to go up to those highs, those previous highs at 106, 109. Whereas your boy, DW, who doesn't have a course that he's selling and pumping at the beginning of every single video, like all these other guys, he made money on his trade, right? Probably because that's how I feed my family, by making money on my trades. So we'll show you and we'll give you the opportunity to lock in, totally longing Trump coin. I am not longing Trump coin. That is not the trade. And Mantra has been absolutely ripping. Drop anything you want in the comment section. Obviously, if you're here from Twitter, scroll up, hit the follow button, okay? We're literally showing you the gains every single day. It's not for nothing, but this channel and my following is super slept on. I promise you that. You do not want to miss out on the gains that we're taking every single day. And I will actually just show you some of these gains. Let me just pull my thing off of here and we'll do a baby Drew. And we'll, let the profits do the talking, man. Let the profits do the talking. So as it sits right now, this trade is up, okay, like $450, something like that, right? $450, great, cool. If it hits where I think it's going, which is potentially the value area low, we're going to be seeing more like $1,700 profit instead of, essentially 500, which is what we have right now, 450, right? Let's go to my position history because that's something that we also do over on this channel that no one else does. We actually show our position histories and profits and loss. I'm not saying no one does it. I'm saying very few people do it. We took 450 yesterday, short on Bitcoin. We took 500. We closed this trade out on the stream. Okay. We closed this trade out on the stream. Earlier than that, or later than that, I got right back into that same trade, even at a better price over here. Made another quick 200, made another quick 400. We literally took home $950, 1,100, almost $1,200 yesterday on trading like anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000 worth of money. Okay, these are not huge trades. We're not betting the farm. We're not doing 100x leverage. We're literally doing at max 10x leverage on this stuff. It is not terrible. Anybody can do this. And I literally called this out at the end of the stream yesterday. I said, there's a bull or a bear flag. If this bear flag hits, guess what? we're going to go down here, and I always aim for about 75% of the measured move. So what'd you do, Drew? Well, I will show you. I will show you, because the proof is in the pudding, my friends. The proof is in the pudding. We shorted at 98.3. What's at 98.3, Drew? The value, or the point of control. So as soon as this broke and confirmed here, I shorted right here. Once we got down here, boom, 98.3. Where did you take profits, Drew? 96,670. Where did we go? Well, there's 96,670 right there. Boom. 75% of the measured move. We hit it about 75 to 80% of the measured move. I mean, I called these things out every single day. If you would have taken that trade, you would have also made $447 on a $3,000 trade. I mean, that's a good day at the office in any case for anybody, okay? We got Caffeinated Crypto in the comments section. Appreciate you. I know we showed up a little bit early, but I was excited, man. I'm excited. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. And we don't want to be Donna Goodo, right? Everybody sees what's happening. So just pay attention to it and don't be like Donna Goodo. And if you don't know who Donna Goodo is,
I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm eating it.
Donna Goodo cannot see. She is legally blind. But you, my friends, are not legally blind. And you can see. And you ain't from Port Arthur, Texas, man, and I'm a female. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Mama, I love you. I love you, mama. Shout out to my mom. My mom's cool. My mom's awesome. I do have an awesome mom. We got a little stuff happening here. Check this out. I just saw this. Mama, I love you. I love you, Mom. Mama, I love you. Uh-oh. Is we breaking out of a downward slope and trend channel, man? If you've been on this channel long enough, you know I like to do impressions. And what better of an impression to do today than my main man? We're going to talk about that Bitcoin, man. And if you don't know, you about to find out, man. Because we like to do ourselves some Gary Cardone impressions. You might have thought at first when I was starting off my impression, you might have thought this is Forrest Gump. It ain't. It ain't. I'll do a Forrest Gump impression. But there's that Gary Cardone, man. We are taking a short on that Bitcoin, baby. On that Bitcoin, brother. We're going to take a short right here. We already in it, all right? We already in it from about $98,500 from about right here from the value or from the point of control, right? Because I say, oh, look at that rejection. And then we come down here, we got a wedge pattern that we done broke out of. If we close this candle down here, this one right here, that's a confirmed breakdown, brother. We could be coming down right here. And even worse is we come down right here, man. And that's where I'm looking to take my profits. As you can see, 92,913. I might not be a smart man, but I know the value area low. That's Forrest Gump for you. All right, let's get all this stuff off of the chart. Let's see what's happening with Bitcoin. See what's happening with Bitcoin. Drew, why'd you enter that short? I just told you, but we'll break it down for you yet again, okay? Obviously, we have a nice little bear flag here. We have a nice little bear flag here, okay? If you can't see, chances are you Donna Goodo, all right? Here's a bear flag for you. Bear flag 101. Let me get this magnet tool off of here. Bear flag. Boom. Bear flag broke down. Well, okay, let's be generous. Let's be generous. Take it easy. Take it easy. Let's be generous, okay? Let's say it hasn't broke down, okay? It might reverse back up, okay? Let's see where that takes us. Copy, paste. I bet you it takes us to the value area low. Ooh, it does. Look at there. Look at there. Dude, if you're wondering how I know these things.
You ain't got the answers. I've been doing this more than you. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
I've been doing this more than you. That's all it comes down to. But you can also do this. So come to this channel and learn some stuff. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. Huh? So drop it in the comments section what you think. We got a $400 profitable trade right now. Ooh, we're getting wrecked. It went to zero. Oh, $400 profitable trade. Do you think we take this off of the table, or do you think we leave it? Do we leave it or do we take it? Get this trend line. We got to save our bear flag, our 1 hour bear flag, because everybody else come by my course is telling you we're going up, but you don't like that. You don't like those course selling, shilling people. So you come over here to where the real will tell you how to actually make some money, right? Instead of take your money, I help you make your money, right? So you decided to come over here and see what your old pal Drew's saying. We're gonna save this as wedge pattern. Boom. Okay, so we'll see what happens with this wedge. If this wedge breaks down, you enter on the retest, boom, it's going down here. And I'll show you the target on the wedge too. Target on the wedge is massive, to be real. From the breakdown point, boom, almost down to the full range. So, I mean, this is about 75% of the measured move. If you've been watching me long enough, you know that this is how I teach. Anywhere from 60 to 80% of the measured move is what you go for. And I front run levels. So 92.5 is the value area low. I'll be good at 90, 93, 92.8 or 92.9. I'm good with that. I'm taking profits. I'll take 1600 all day because this is what I do, right? This is what I do. This is what I do. This is what we've done this week, by the way. Just this week. It's 2,500 profit, just so you know. And that's just on BitGet. If you look at this, that was yesterday. Where's my Ray Shrummerd? So if you just take into account BitGet, yeah, we made, 2K this week or whatever, 2.5K. We made 2K yesterday on a $50,000 funded prop fund account on Fund Your FX. If you're feeling froggy, then leap, right? You can always go and get that. I've got a link in the description in the comments section where you can get 10% off of your order if you want to go get a prop fund account and not have to risk a bunch of money. Have at it. I am basically their media face. I am involved with the company. I am their media face. So I'll give you that disclaimer. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I'm going to keep trading and making money that way. So do whatever you want to do. Now, let's get this trend line in here and then we'll take all this other stuff off. I want to pull another fib, or not another fib. I want to show you this fib first and foremost. And then I want to, as you can see, we retraced exactly to the 0.786. This is from the big move down, right? Big move down, boom. We retraced to the 786. Bam, we got caught up. We bounced from the 0.5 and the point of control, boom, up to the 0.618, rejection, 0.382, back up to the 0.5, rejection. What's more likely? We come right back down here to the 0.236. We're legging back down, boom, rejection at the 0.382, bam, down to the value area low and potentially the full range, right down here to $92,000. We have a bearish divergence on the weekly chart. So sue me. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. What do you want to do about it? All right, I'm just stating the facts. Do not shoot the messenger, okay? I'm not like, I get it. Nobody wants to see Bitcoin go down. They'd be running around look like Ricky Bobby.
Mr. Bobby, come on down here. Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah! Help me, Tom Cruise!
This is going.
Help me, Tom Cruise! What's your crazy Scientology magic, man? Help me, Tom Cruise. Call the devs. We don't want to see this stuff.
Like, I'm feeling a little irked, or at least like irked adjacent, and then these guys bring in their bad vibes. Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
Not having a good time, brother. Not having a good time, straight up. So, anyways, my point is, in saying this, all jokes aside, you come down here, you break through the 0.382, which is at literally 96,874. We just tagged it, right? You break through that, okay? Come down here, bounce from the 0.236. You might not even get a bounce from here, right? And then boom, you're heading down, right? Down here to the value area low. So I showed you the fib. You know what's happening there. Drop whatever you want to see in the comments section. GSB is starting refunds this month for 90 days. Good luck with that. Yeah, heard that before. Said that before. Never seen it happen, though. And I assume you mean GSP, the gold staking program. In any case, I don't care. They can do whatever they want to do. I'm going to keep doing my thing. So whatever. Yeah, then we've got, let me see. We had this 1 hour falling wedge. We took a nice Big Daddy long on that. We can actually get that off of our chart now. We don't want that on there. We have this nice little downward sloping channel. Boom, you've got a $95,000 price target on that. But in any case, I want to take this FRVP off and I want to show some people some stuff. All right, we want to pull a different FRVP. Okay, and for this, we're going to go to the 4 hour chart. And I want to show you the fair value of Bitcoin during this range, right? So let's pull it. This is called a fixed range volume profile, okay? You pull it from here, you can pull it all the way over to here, and you can see what is Bitcoin, value area low, value area high, and what's its point of control, right? And guess what it is? Guess what it is? Okay? This is the full range. We just lost the point of control at about 98.5, right? Let's be a little nicer. Let's be a little nicer to the Bitcoin on this, right? That Bitcoin, man, that BTC, that BTC. All right, let me see what I got here. We lost the point of control. In any case, is this a bull flag? I mean, you can try and call it a bull flag if you want to, but dude, that thing is downward sloping. Super duper downward sloping, man, and like it's almost hit the bottom of the bull flag, man. I mean, if you want to be generous, you can drag it down to here if you want to, but it's already retraced over 50% of the bull flag here, so I don't think that's a bull flag. Just being honest, all right, because that's what you come here for: impressions, stupid jokes, and bull flags. You're welcome. And honestly, like, where else could you go to get this type of analysis, right? Where else can you go to see a guy that literally has a master's degree in basket weaving from the most prestigious university, basketweavinguniversity.com. It was an online degree. Okay. Has the extracurriculars that I have. President of the friggin' bowling league. Okay, come on. Secretary of the badminton club. That's my resume. Who else would you want to listen to? I mean, seriously, I'm an expert in this, okay? I'm clearly the guy. So you do whatever you want to do, right? But I don't know anybody with a resume like that. Do you? You do now. So, as I said, this FRVP is being very well respected, okay? It just is what it is. Now, there is one concerning thing here. There is one concerning thing here that we could say is let's just give you the bullish case scenario, okay? We'll stop with the bearish side right now, okay? So let's just market structure, basic market structure. We know we're in a downward sloping channel. I get it. Whatever, Drew. I hate you. You suck. Your braids are terrible. Tell me something. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, right? So we had a high, right? Then guess what we had? A low, right? We're not even going to take any of this into account. We're going to be super generous with that Big Daddy Bitcoin, man. The Big Daddy Bitcoin, we're going to be generous with you today, man. Then, guess what? You had a higher high. If this prints and we stay above this and start to bounce, that is a higher low, okay? From a super duper macro perspective. Right? Are we going to do that? Your guess is as good as mine. I can't call it like Kai the Hitchhiker. I can't call it, right? We're just playing probabilities here. Probabilities are assuming we go down here. And even if that, as long as we stay above this low, we can still bounce from here, hit a new all-time high, and still be in an uptrend. So macro perspective, we are in an uptrend. Now, let's look at the micro. Okay? We have a low. We have a high. We have a higher low. Now, if this prints, we have a lower high. Okay? This is not good. All right? And then if we come back down here and we hit anywhere under this wick right here, that is now a lower low, and you've got market structure from a micro perspective trending downwards. Okay, we are in a downward sloping channel too. Now let's pull this stuff off. Okay, where's my FRVP? Let's delete it. What's this one? Yeah, I mean, even on this range, like we're getting rejected from the value area low. Boom, right down there. I mean, I'm just showing you what the charts are saying, man. Like, don't get mad, don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, I'll show you ETH here in just a second. Absolutely. You know, but again, like I said, don't shoot the messenger on this. If I tell you something that you don't like to see, I get it. You know, you want me to talk to you nice and stuff like that, but there's no room for emotions in this, and we only give you, you know, the really good juicy trades and ideas, you know. And sometimes, actually a lot of the times we're right, sometimes we're wrong, and that is absolutely, but we continue to move forward. Okay, so and we show you the losses just to be transparent. Let's get to the weekly chart. I'll show you what I'm talking about. To be nice. Okay, this is unfortunate. Okay. Is that a little itty bitty bow flag I'm seeing right there, man? Could that be a bow flag? It's almost like Drew already had that drawn out, though, weeks ago. It's like he had that drawn out already, man. Yeah, that's that bow flag, baby. That thing could be taking you all the way up to about, oh, man. I mean, $65,000 up to literally 109. That's $45,000. This thing could take you to 140 grand on Bitcoin, man. That Bitcoin. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Anyways, in any case, look at this. What does that look like to you? You tell me. Okay. You tell me what this looks like. Does that look like a bearish? Does that look like a bearish divergence where the RSI is making lower highs, but the price is making higher highs? Is that the textbook definition of a bearish divergence, man?
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
I don't know. Google it. Yeah, I think that's the answer, though. Just to save you the Googling, right? Buy my course. So anyways, we do have this weekly bearish divergence, right? Let's see what we have on the daily. Okay. We also have, okay, this is Candlesticks 101. We got to go back to Candlestick 101. Go back to the basics like Yo Gotti back in the day. Back to the basics. All right, this is Candlesticks 101. That is what is called a topping tail when it comes in at an extreme high. Like an all-time high? Yeah, like an all-time high, man. Like an all-time high on the chart. That is saying downside, right? You also have an indecision doji right here after you got the massive dump on the candle right after that. This indecision doji is basically going to tell you next week, is going to tell you the direction. Where does it close? We got to wait, you know, a week from Sunday to figure that out, but you know, we'll see what happens. Why are there so many discrepancies? Why is there such a big discrepancy in the price on BitGet and the price on actual Bitcoin? Oh, 96,859 on BitGet, but somehow Bitcoin is at 96.7. I hate BitGet. They give you the shit fills, man. Pardon my French. Let's go to the daily chart, see if there's anything of substance to talk about other than the downward sloping trend channel and the same friggin' topping tail right there that told you at the high, literally, I mean, topping tails everywhere, man. Look what happened at this topping tail. Blick up. Look what happened to this topping tail. Blick up. Right? So, I mean, this is just what happens, and then you kind of capitulate downwards. So, look what happened. Boom, bam. What happened here? You came back up after this topping tail. You came down. You came back up to the middle of the range, tried to pump up yet again, and then boom, right back down to the end of the bottom end of the trend channel and probably the value area low. Another topping tail right here. You came right back down. You're trying to get back up to the middle of the range. Boom. Are you going to fall down here? You know, look at the baby. Look at the baby. Maybe, potentially. I don't know. Or are you going to see one of these? Bounce. Are you going to see a bounce? I don't know. We're about to find out. But if we do see a bounce, it's going to be some banana bread, bruh.
I got some banana bread at work today, dude. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So I've got longs down there, just so that everybody knows. I actually have longs down there. I'll zoom out on this and you can see exactly where my longs are. So I've got longs layered from 90,000 all the way up to about 93,000, which is where I first start exiting my position at about 92.9. I'm now going to be picking up a long position, right? And then I've layered them down 92.8. Wait, no, my bad. So the 92.9 is my take profit. My long positions open up down here at 92.8, 92.1, 91.3, and then $90,000. And then I'm also shorting up here at these levels. Like, as you can see, hella shorts I got in. So I'm going to play both sides. I do not care which way it goes. I promise you, I'm going to make money on both sides, right? As evidenced by my Bitcoin shorts, my ETH long, my Bitcoin longs, my Bitcoin long. See what I'm saying? So like, I don't care which way it goes. We're playing both sides, right? No Diddy, right? No Diddy, but we go both ways here. Whoops. All right, let's see what we got. Daily chart. Do we have a bearish divergence? We're about to find out. You gonna learn today. Peel that mutton cap back blue, man. I can't call it. Yep, I mean, that's a pretty much bearish divergence right there on the daily chart. It's pretty horrible looking. It's terrible. We're not even close to oversold territory. Yeah, we're at the 43 zone. I mean, we've bounced from the 43 zone a couple of times here. Monday, December 30th, Thursday, the 9th. Let's see what happened on those days. Yeah, again, we bounced right up to the middle of this range. The second time, obviously we went up, but this was a bottoming tail. This told you the one that. Can you say that this is a bottoming tail? I mean, potentially, but not really. Like, this is a super, super duper bottoming tail. It's called a dragonfly doji. Boom. Rock it up, baby. Get it done. Get it done. So, yeah, we do have a bearish divergence on the one-day chart. Let's see what Market Cipher B is telling us. Money flow coming out on the one-day chart, about to cross into the negative. Red dot printing, RSI going down, bearish divergence on the momentum. Boom, boom, boom. Lower highs when we're setting higher highs in terms of price. Yeah, we're going down, bud. What's that song? Some emo song back in the day. We're going down. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people straight up not having a good time here, right? There's going to be a lot less banana bread hell yes, and a lot more people straight up not having a good time, right? So, yeah, it looks like we're going down, in my opinion. Let's see what the 4-hour chart's telling us really quick before we start getting into the altcoins. I mean, you have the levels. Like, I lay them out for you in plain English. It's not in Braille, right?
I'm legally blind, I can see, barely.
So if you could barely see, you can see I've got you the levels right here, right? Longing here, shorting here, longing here, shorting here, right? This is kind of a no-fly zone. But I'll show you why I entered my trades in the no-fly zone. You know, Drew, you broke your own rule. You broke your own rule, man. Give me rules, and then you break them. Well, yeah, there's always exceptions to the rule. And DW is the exception to the rule. I'm just kidding. But there is a real reason why we entered those positions. And if you're parched and you need to quench your thirst, do it with some refreshing Aquapana, imported and brought to you by the Medicis, from the bosom of Italia herself, in the region of Tuscany, a protected spring, brought to you by the guys that brought you, the Renaissance painters like Botticelli, the sculptors like Raphael and Michelangelo, and the inventors like Leonardo da Vinci. Be like DW, drink Aquapana natural spring water. Somebody clip that and send it to Aquapana for me, please, and tell them, please, Aquapana, sponsor my channel. This stuff is expensive. This is why I trade. Those $400 in profits, that's how I bought this bottle. I bought one bottle of their water with that $400 in profits. Come on, man. Come on. Just trying to provide for my family some natural spring water. From Italy itself, from the bosom of Italy, in the Tuscany region. 4-hour chart. We got a bearish divergence. We know what time it is. Same bearish divergence, right? Let's check it. But of course, we have a bearish divergence. Of course. No, we don't. That's fine. Okay, we don't have a bearish divergence on the 4-hour chart as it sits right damn now. Right damn now. Right? But if you go here, you definitely do. Right? Here's your bearish divergence. Blick up. Ah, sorry. I pulled the wrong one. My bad. I don't think there's a bearish divergence on this chart. That might be good news for the short term. Yes, sir. No bearish divergence. You're welcome. You're welcome. The Bitcoin gods, Toshi himself, said no bearish divergence today. Not today. You lying to me, Tully? No, I'm not. I'm dead serious. There's no bearish divergence. Okay, so that's good. See if there's a topping tail. We have nothing. Okay, so we're looking okay. We're looking pretty not all right, but we're looking like somewhat okay. Like okay adjacent, right? We're not like super okay, but we're like okay adjacent, right? So, I mean, we'll see. Is that a topping tail? Is that 2 topping tails right in a row? Blick up. Blick up. Yes, it is, unfortunately. See how our short's doing. It's probably got to be like 5-6 hundo at this point. Yeah, almost 6 hundy. Let's 6 hundy. We can take home the bacon, bring home the bacon, be the breadwinner. You know, living in my mom's basement. Like, Mom, I got money for groceries this week. So, okay, we've got a red dot. We've got money flow that's come out on Market Cipher B. You know, that's not awesome, right? Money flow came out. Big momentum wave. We're setting lower or like higher underhand momentum wave. So could there be a hidden bullish divergence here? We shall see, right? At 8 up until now, 8 on the 3rd. So what was happening on the 3rd? Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play. Unfortunately, no, there's no hidden bullish divergence here. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing downside, unfortunately, for, you know, people that are long, people that are like smoking the hopium. Smoking that hopium. I don't think today's the day for the hopium. We're under the 200, the 50, and the 100 moving average. The 50 is starting to curl under. That's a bearish formation. I mean, it's not looking super hot right now. I mean, it's definitely not like super model hot. That's for sure. 1 hour chart, same thing. Lost the 200, lost the 50, lost the 100. Once this 50 goes under the 100, that is pretty much the most bearish pattern you can have on your moving averages. You've got a red dot. You've got money flow crossing to the downside. It briefly tried to cross to the upside, got rejected immediately. I mean, money flow is making lower peaks here, right? So that is good. Let's see what was happening at those same points, right? We were right here. Yeah, I mean, nothing really happening here. You're not setting any higher highs while you're setting lower high or lower lows or higher lows on this money flow. There's nothing to see here. I mean, there's nothing to see here. There's no position. There's no trade right here. There's literally but one trade and one trade only at this level. And it is this trade right here, my friends. And if you're not in it, don't chase it, because you are at the bottom end of this range. And if it reverses on you, it will stop you out. And you put your stop loss just above this little swing high right here and above the 200 moving average. Because if you get above that, you don't want to be in the trade. And honestly, my stop loss is probably set tighter than that. 101.4. I think I set it at like 101.5 or something like that. Yeah, 101.2. Mine set a little bit tighter than that. So my point You could bring it down here to the value area low, which is right here where you got a nice little bounce point last time. It's 2 extras to reward. What about this one? That's a 3 extras to reward. So, I mean, target wherever you want to target. Do whatever you want to do. But just know that Drew brought it to you first before all the other YouTubers tried to sell you their course. So, with that being said, that's what we're seeing on Bitcoin right now. Drop in the comments section what you want to see. Anybody's here on Twitter? Let me see how many people are here from Twitter. Yeah, there's 3/4 of you are here. 4/5 of you, 80% of you, in any case, are here from Twitter. Okay? If you like the levels, if you like the trades, if you like to make money, scroll up and hit the follow button. To the people that are here on YouTube, thank you. And thank you to the people that are here on Twitter as well for supporting. If you're here on YouTube, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Boom! Bang on the notification bell. Everybody, I'm going to give you a little bit of time. Go ahead and comment what altcoins you want me to talk about in the comment section below. And if not, I will just go straight to ETH, which I'm going to do anyways. So Caffeinated Crypto wants me to look at ETH. Then that is what we will do. We will look at ETH really quick. Okay, so luckily the bear flag on ETH did not play out thus far, right? So we can delete that, okay? You are riding this support. You are literally riding this support like the town friggin' bicycle, man. And if anybody knows anything about what I was saying yesterday, let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. What did I say on the stream yesterday? Does anybody remember? When we were up at this level right here. This is where the kid himself called out exactly what was going to happen. Okay? And if you pay attention, a lot of times the things that I say play out, right? We're seeing the same thing on ETH right now. I'm waiting just by looking at that chart right there for the 3 seconds that I looked at it. I'm waiting heavily to the downside on ETH. Like I'm going... If I want to enter a position, unless I see something else on the chart, which we'll get into in just a second, I'm 70% weighted to you should be shorting ETH rather than longing it right now. Okay, here's why. If you were here on the stream yesterday, I literally called this out yesterday. Go back and fact check me. For the love of God, don't just believe what I say. Fact check it. Go back. I don't care. I know I'm right. I'm the one that said it. I know what I said. I said, look, we're here at the value area, or the friggin' point of control, man. We're at the point of control. You got the 50 moving average right here, right? You got the 100 above you. This is where we were streaming yesterday. This is where we took $500 live profits. Boom, right? I said, the more you bang on this 50 and the more you bang on this point of control, the more likely you're going to get under it and start back testing it and reject from it, okay? This is going to flip from support to now resistance. And look what happened. I said, look, you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles in about 12 hours, smacked into this value or this point of control. And what happened on almost the very next candle? Boom, blasted through it. We had 3 times that we smacked into the 50 moving average, which is this blue line. Bam, smacked through it. Now we're riding it and it is now resistance. Same thing with the point of control, which is this horizontal yellow line right here. So exactly what I was saying yesterday is exactly what happened. I don't teach this for shits and gigs, man. I preach this because I use it and I take the trades myself. And I told you yesterday, there's 2 trades here. You long support and you sell it at resistance, right? And then you short resistance and you buy it at support, right? And I said right here, all of this stuff is a no-fly zone unless you see stuff like this, break down from the point of control, bearishly back test it, enter a short, ride it down. Boom. It's that simple. And that is exactly why I entered this trade right here. If Big Get Old cooperate, this trade right here, that is why I entered this inside of the what I would call no-fly zone. Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just what it is. Yeah, no, that's fine, bro. Like, we were absolutely right about it. And could we have held that trade? 100%, my friend. But let me show you what actually happened, right? Because if you weren't here on the stream yesterday, we were up like 500, 600, 700 bucks or something. And I was like, hey, is proper risk management to take profits here? Because there was a 2:30 meeting coming up where we knew there was going to be market manipulation. They were pumping, saying, hey, you know, Trump's crypto savant guru advisor guy is going to come on and talk about crypto and AI and how it affects the United States. So could that pump crypto? If you're in a profitable position, are you willing to take that chance? We were not. We took $500 profit. So then Achilles, to your point, guess what happened? It went right back up it went right back under that point of control. And what did we do? We bounced right here. We took $100,000, $635 average entry price on a short. We entered right here on this candle, right after we had sold right here, right? We sold right down here. We entered on this candle, and then we shorted it right back down, and we took profits at the point of control. So this is exactly what we did. We got our short here. We sold it here in profit, right? Then it pumped back up. We grabbed it again. We sold it at the point of control on that exact candle, right? And then what did I do? I did it yet again. And I said, okay, it's the point of control. Boom. We took it again right here. And we said, boom. And we sold it right down here at the bottom at about 96.7 something. I think it was like, where did we sell it? Yeah, 96,670. So you're right. Yes, we were right. But remember, we took 500 profit guaranteed. Then I just re-entered the trade at a better price, sold it again. And then once we got under that resistance, sold it again and took another 500. So I still made that same $1,200 that we would have made. I just did it in a much safer way. That's all it was. And then now, guess what we did? We're out of all those positions profitably, and now we're back up on another $557 profitable position, right? And then if you look at this, right, you can see that I also took 1, 2, 3 Bitcoin shorts profitably right here on the prop fund account, right? So I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I'm going to take profits. So that's what we did. Bing, bang, boom. And that's that. So anyways, my whole point, what happened here where we banged up against it on the stream yesterday, and I was like, this is going to break most likely, right? Unless somehow this crypto AI God dude comes in and says something crazy in the press conference and we go back up to here. But in any case, I'm also shorting here as evidenced by all of these orders that you can see up there, right? All of these orders. So I was ready for both sides, right? I said, we're going to break down from here. We're going to come back. We're going to try to come back up against this. We're going to get rejected, and I'm going to make money off of that too, right? So great, cool. That's my point, is that we're also seeing that exact same thing happen on ETH. This right here, this is probably going to break down. The more that you bang on this level, can delete this bear flag. The more that you bang on this level, and actually, you're probably just seeing like a bigger bear flag happening, right? And this is a horrible bear flag. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is an absolutely horrendous bear flag, but it could be considered a bear flag, right? And so my point, if you copy and paste this over here to the breakout point, which would probably be somewhere in this realm, could be bringing you down to $1,700 ETH, right? Do we get all the way down there? No, probably not. I think the catch point is about 2K, which is 75% of the measured move. Okay. Here's my point. Let's get this off of the chart. Let me save it as 1 hour bear flag. Okay. I'm favoring downside here. Why? Because we came and busted through this support level right here at about $2,600, something like that, $2,660. We got rejected from it a bunch of times, but look what happened. We banged up against it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles in a row. Finally got back through it, and guess what? We're riding the crap out of it like the town bicycle, like we just borrowed it from our best bud, right? Can I ride your bike, man? Yeah, you can ride my trend channel or my support level right here. So there's 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. Let's see if there's more. This would be your 4th hit, right? And this is in the matter of probably what, 2 days, 3 days, if that. So you've hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Call it 10 candles out of the past 3 days. What's likely to happen, especially if Bitcoin, does what I think it's going to do, is you're probably going to come down here to this $2,000 level. Okay. So just understand that. And let's look at our fib. Okay. And look at that beautiful move up directly to the golden pocket. Okay. This is exactly what Bitcoin did too. Actually, Bitcoin actually went up to the 0.786, came back down under the golden pocket, bounced up to it again, came down here, bounced up to the 0.5, right? That's what Bitcoin did. And ETH is actually doing less good than that, right? And if you notice, you come under here, you've got a bearish formation, right? You've got a bearish formation forming. So that's not awesome. So my bias on ETH is I would be shorting, right? And I would have wanted to short here. That was an extremely good entry on this to target at least the 0.236 at $2,460. And honestly, targeting this previous wick low at about 2160 would be even better, and targeting that next level down, which is where I think it could potentially go because of that bear flag, right? That right there. That's probably what you're looking at, right? So now let's lay out the bullish case for ETH, right? Let's lay out the bullish case. I mean, I would even be okay potentially entering a short at this $2,800 level, right? So let's pull that up, show you what I'm talking about. Somewhere about right there, right? Call it like right there. And then you're targeting this previous swing low at the very least, right? At the very least, you're targeting this. So that's where I would be, probably just a little bit above it, right? You got a 4x risk to reward ratio. If you just set it outside of the prior swing high and this 0.618, right? This is the swing high. You've got a 3.5x risk to reward ratio on that. That's a baller trade, right? But let's lay out the bullish case. Hey, if Bitcoin starts pumping, you come down here to the 0.382, you pump up to the 0.618. By that time, the 200 moving average is there, and you reclaim it, and then you back test it, you're bouncing, right? And then you're going probably to about $3,500 on ETH, okay? Coming up to this previous swing high and maybe even a little bit higher. So this would be your range to be taking profits, right? So just, again, do whatever you want to do, but I've kind of laid out both scenarios. There is a little wedge pattern here, if you want to get technical about it, where there's going to be a decision point where you either go up or down. This is a falling wedge, okay? So it favors upside. You also have the 100 here. You have the 200 here. So if you're longing here, right, especially if Bitcoin's going down and you're longing, I would not try to take it past this 200 MA, which is the 200 simple moving average on the hourly chart, right? So you do have a falling wedge, but you also are part of a larger non-directional wedge, right? That could take you one of two ways, okay? And that is a breakout here that could take you to, about $4,000, or a break down here that could take you to, $1,300. Is that going to happen? I mean, Bitcoin would have to make a pretty massive move downwards in order for that to happen, in my opinion. So I don't see ETH going to $1,600. If ETH goes to $1,600, I'm putting a lot of money in it. That's all I'm saying. So there's your wedge, right? Essentially, let's say 1 hour wedge. So, I mean, that's kind of the skinny on ETH right now. I mean, you're still in this, dude, the bear flag played out exactly to where we said it was going to play out to, right? So there's our new bear flag. Where's the other bear? This is a bear flag on the daily chart too. I mean, that thing was critical. That played out 100%. Whoops. I don't need to delete this though. But we can delete that. Okay. So yeah, you're riding the hell out of that channel, that upward sloping channel, right? And this thing is been very well respected for a very, very long time. As you can see, I mean, this thing goes back to August of 2024. So yeah, I mean, you see what's happening with ETH essentially. I'm favoring downside on ETH. It looks like it's coiling up to move down potentially. Now, could it move up? Absolutely. It absolutely could. I get that. But in my opinion, moving averages being tight, or not tight, but above, it's not looking great, right? Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Then you come down here, take out this little area right here at 2446. I mean, $2,000 is within what we would call on this channel Haktua spitting distance of where it could take you. So let's look at what everybody else got. Partita's always talking about Toshi. All right, let's talk about Toshi. We got you. Coming here for those dirty, filthy, nasty trades, aren't you? That dirtiness. Let's see. That's not the chart. Dude, Toshi looks horrible. Being honest. Yeah, I mean, you're still at the range. I mean, you're still at the range. Like, in my opinion, everything that's on this chart is still valid. We can delete this. That's gone. We can delete this. That's gone. This rising wedge, we can also delete that. Or the falling wedge, sorry. Let's clean up the chart really quick before we get into your dirty, filthy, nasty trade that you want me to tell you about. Okay, so we still do have a bull flag here. All right, so I'm not going to tell you to get out necessarily right this second. Yeah, I mean, this bull flag is still in play. I mean, it's still in play. Now, the one thing I will say, once your price gets to about right here, I would say the 0.00079 range, once you go below 3 zeros and an 8, that's where this bull flag is nullified, right? Because it's overtaken the majority of the bull flag at that point, which is why I said, hey, if you're going to enter here, you place your stop loss here, right? And that was just below the 50 moving average. So now, if you haven't taken that trade, or if you're in that trade, that's fine. But I would be moving my stuff over here, right? And honestly, I would rather play the breakout once it goes up here, boom, right? I would rather play the breakout where it gets rejected there, back tests, and then the bounce, right? Rather than playing this bottom end of this trend channel, because if Bitcoin's going down, it's going to lose that, and you're going to be targeting shorts right there, and you're going to get wrecked. So should you be out of Toshi? I mean, I don't know what your trade is, but if you're profitable, one thing I can say is no one laughed at me whenever I did this yesterday. Okay, $1,000. No one laughed at me for making money. But you know what? Everybody would have laughed at me if it reversed and went the other way on me when I was shorting, and then I lost, $1,000 instead of making it. So that's always my advice to people, or take 50% off of the table. If you have to ask this question, you probably know the answer. And the answer is usually, I'm too over leveraged. I should probably take half of this off of the table. And that way I can sleep better at night if this happens, right? But if this happens, I'm still making money off of that, right? Boom. So that's just risk management. I mean, that's going to always be my advice to people. Let's look at XRP. Hopefully that's helpful. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What are you going to do? Still in a downtrend. Yeah. I mean, you've got a downward sloping channel here. And again, I have to tell people this on every single piece of TA that I do. When Bitcoin's going down, man, like, it's going to drag everything else down with it. If Bitcoin hits its nice little nasty, downward movement, whatever, right? Could you consider this a bull flag? I mean, maybe, right? Is this a bull flag? It could be. You break out from here, you're targeting the range highs right here, about $3.21. So, I mean, we've pulled the fibs. You know what time it is on the fibs. You went almost to the 0.786. I mean, is this a bounce point to target the 0.618? Yeah, it could be. But, you know, again, watch Bitcoin, man, because this thing's trending downwards. It's looking like it wants to trend downward instead of lower low. But what do we also know about downward sloping trend channels, right? They usually favor this more than they favor this, right? Because if you trend down forever, it just goes to zero. So they usually break out. At what point does it break out? Is it the 0.382? Is it the 236? Is it the must hold zone, right? This right here. Must hold, right? Let's extend it over. That's the must hold zone. It has to hold that zone, and it has. So, I mean, if I'm targeting a long, I'm targeting it here. That's that. Not much has changed for XRP, unfortunately. Everything still looks essentially the same to me, and I don't have any differing opinion. I'm favoring downside here if Bitcoin's going down, right? And so I would be looking to enter at this 0.236 or at this must hold range. Boom, targeting upside. Now, does that matter? No, because you're only targeting the 0.618 at that point at about $2.65. So here would be your trade if that were to happen, right? If you did get down here, you would just be targeting this 0.618. You're not going any further than that. Why? Because this bull flag is now nullified because you've taken out the bottom staff of that bull flag. Oh, Drew, but you could just draw it all the way down there. Yeah, that's called hopium. That's not how you would draw that, because I'll show you why. That is an outlier candle, and this is an outlier range, right? So this is the true bull flag, right? And so, I mean, you can pick it out with the human eye. It's very simple. That's the bull flag. So, I mean, that's what I would be looking at. But to be honest with you, I would not touch it until it comes down into this zone. You know, can you play it? Do whatever you want to do. But I wouldn't. I'm not going to. There's no trade at this point. Okay, you were right. Yeah, get them, Drew. Yeah, get them. XRP, yeah, we just did that. Vine coin, never heard of it. We'll do that. Hopefully that's not just some like baseless shill of some bot in the comment section. We're going to do Solana first because I've never even heard of Vine coin. It sounds like a weird one. Yeah, I mean, Solana, you would have taken a nice, I mean, we called this out, you know, if you get the bearish back or the bullish back test of this. I mean, literally, like, if you're not showing up at these streams, man, I don't know what you're doing. I called out this downward sloping wedge, right? The falling wedge. I said, look, you come up here, you bounce off of this. What you want to see is a retrace to the scene of the crime. You enter, you try to target up here. But if you get a rejection at either here or here, you take your profits. So if you didn't take your profits here, you're dumb. If you didn't take profits here, you're dumb. If you got stopped out just a few minutes ago, you suck, right? And you haven't been listening to anything that I said. You are not only deaf, but you are obviously...
I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
I'm innocent, man. I'm innocent, man. From Port Arthur, Texas, man. So, I mean, this is a bear flag that played out, right? It's playing out right now. Boom. I mean, I wouldn't be entering until down here. I would be entering at 186 and I would be entering at 175, targeting longs. This is going to be a trend. I mean, all these charts look horrible for longs right now. There's no trade here, if that's what you're asking. There's zero trade here. Let's see if we can pull a fib. I bet you this retraced the 0.618. I bet you this is the 618. Watch this. It is. the 0.618, as you can see. Retraced exactamundo, the 0.618. What are we doing now? Now we're falling, right? Now we are falling, okay? So it retraced exactly to 0.618 2 times, rejection, came down here. You're probably going to come down here to the full range low, right? And then boom, you're probably going to smack here into 175. That's where I would be longing. So if I'm longing, where am I longing to, right? It's quite obvious if you're looking at the chart. But, you know, I mean, again, for all the Donna Goodos out there, you know,
I'm legally blind, I can see, barely.
this is where you're longing to. And you're putting it just under this trend channel. So you're trailing your stop loss under this trend channel, targeting the 0.618 and or these previous swing highs right here. Bam. So again, no trade here. If you're trading anything, I wouldn't even short here, to be honest with you, because you're right in the middle of a zone. You got support down here, but you also have, you could reverse, right? If Bitcoin starts pumping, you know, again, you could reverse here. It is what it is, man. I would not take a trade right there. Let's see what everybody else has got. Solana is in a downtrend, though. That is one thing that I can tell you. Let's look at it. Yeah, I mean, look at this downward sloping. It's in a downtrend, man. I don't even like this wedge pattern now. Now I'm gonna take this wedge off of here because it's messing our charts up, man. It's giving us like false. It's giving us false promises. So let's take all this BS off of here. You retrace to here, man. Long it. Feel free to long it. I would not be shorting or longing here. You're in a downtrend. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. See what I'm saying? Now, if you did get a retrace here to the 0.5, I would say enter a short and target down here. That's another thing that you can do. So 0.5 fib, if you get a break of this, or if you get a rejection there at about 211, you could target downside here, right? And that's that. So we'll set that trade up for you just so that you have it in case you want to like take a screenshot of it or something. I don't know what you want to do. And then you target, you know, this previous low, which is liquidity, right? And you put your stop loss just above the 200 moving average and the 0.618. You've got a 3x risk to reward on this one. And then you've got what? 3x risk to reward on both of them. And then you just flip long whenever you close short. Pretty simple. Very easy. FTX is a top gainer. Word? Get out of here, man. Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. This is coming down. I hate to be the spoiler, the bearer of bad news, but this is coming down right here. 0.618 at $1.77. This is a good shorting opportunity. It's in a clear downtrend as well. Oh my God, dude. Look at this downtrend. This is beautiful. Oh, dude, I'm about to short this bad boy. How do I short FTT? I mean, this is perfect. Look at this downtrend, man. I mean, wow. 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 Let's see if this... It's not really a downward sloping trend channel yet, right? But if you want to be technical about it, probably looking right there. I mean, short here. Yeah. I mean, that's a short, that's short city right there, baby. I would place it right above this swing high. Place your stop loss right there. Yeah, I mean, this is short city. You just regain the 200 moving average. I mean, everything is setting up for a bullish, you know, whatever. And it's a downward sloping trend channel that has been, you know, hit 3 times now. I think it's got probably 1 more to 2 more hits before it breaks. This has only been hit twice. So Yeah, I would be shorting this right now. If yeah, then I can't do it. I'm not gonna do a short position on FTX. Don't care. Don't care enough about it to do that. I'll take my gains on Bitcoin. Ondo, we did Ondo yesterday. I doubt much has changed. But yeah. Where did we do it at? And I have to go after this one. This is the last one that we can do. I apologize. Yeah, so again, you know, literally nothing has changed since yesterday. I don't think there's a trade here unless you want to short at the 200 moving average to target down here, right? This is your only trade that I see. So there's this trade, right? Or there is this trade if it comes all the way back up here. But at that point, you've regained the 200 moving average. I would be favoring upside. So, I mean, if you get a retest of that right there, and then you set your stop loss just outside of this trend channel, yeah, I would say, you know, short there. I bet you that this retraced to the 0.786. Anybody want to bet? You want to bet me a kiss on the lips about it? I bet you don't. I'm going to win that bet. Is that the 0.786? Yeah, 0.786. So I would be shorting this as well. I would be shorting this if it ran into the 200 right here. What the? He said, pucker up, baby. Pucker up. All right, so I win. I won. I won the kiss. Appreciate it, guys. I mean, that's what I'm seeing on Ondo. I would say rejection here. I'd be targeting the 0.236 at the very least, right? And that's kind of like a catch point right here, as you can see. It's a key inflection point. It was almost like a pivot point that you can see right here. So, yeah, I mean, you could target this even, you know, no big deal. Boom, boom. That's Ondo in a nutshell. That's Ondo in a nutshell. Let's see what happens to Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing just really quick before we sign off. See if I can give you guys anything, any degen stuff. Probably isn't. Nah, there's nothing here. We did get a bounce. We did get a bounce at the same exact place. But look what happened last time we got that bounce. Rejection, right back down. What I would like to see is getting a not a close, but a candle wick at the very least under this. Since we did kind of front run that, I'm gonna hold my short. I think it's probably in like 400 profit, something like that. I feel good about it. I feel fine with it. And there's no crazy news coming out until Friday, which is the non-farm payroll, I believe, jobs data in the United States. So I feel good having this here, and we'll ride it. So with that being said, if you liked this content, if you appreciate me, and if you appreciate the fact that I'm giving you all the levels for free and giving you the trades and showing you and actually being transparent like 99% of people don't do, make sure you smash the like button for me. That's all I ever ask. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Boom! Bang on that notification bell. Anything that I missed, comment it in the relevant sections below. I appreciate you all. Let's see if this stream gets copyrighted. And if it doesn't, then we can keep this type of music going. Peace.